No, I thought it would be fun to do some ins and outs. So ins for the coming 2025 and outs for 2024.
All right.
Yeah. And so listeners, Dan and I have each
And these
prepared
are facts.
2 of each. Should I go first?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I think in the...
Are we doing outs first?
Okay, that's good. Out with the old and with the new. So let's start with our outs.
That's a saying.
Okay, so for I think what we should leave behind in 2024 is espresso-based drinks.
Okay, you mean like espresso martinis or two?
Espresso martinis too. Just anything.
You're going full drip.
I'm going full, just fucking black coffee, drip coffee. Yeah. It just crowds the coffee shops. Just fucking be a normal human being. You don't need your fancy. It takes too long. It's a whole mess. Yeah.
Well, also like real coffee connoisseurs hate espresso. They talk about how it's like it's not complex enough. It's too bitter and blunt on its own.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And yeah, see, and then when you add milk to it, then it's like a dessert. It's a dessert for adults.
Right.
A latte is like my mom drinks a latte. She drinks it because she wants hot milk. She's like a little cat who just wants an excuse to drink hot milk.
Exactly. And people are bitching and complaining about having to tip the baristas. If you just get a fucking drip coffee where they just pour the thing, you don't feel bad not tipping them.
That is the rule. No tip necessary.
Absolutely none.
For drip and cold brew.
Yeah.
No.
Like if your range of motion is less than 100, that's like 90 degrees,
pulling down a finger,
you don't need to tip them.
Totally.
Yeah,
if you're not tamping down on anything,
right.
A tamp gets a tip. Tamp gets a tip. You tip.
Dan, no. That's going to be another out. Jerry Seinfeld out.
Jerry Seinfeld out?
Yeah, but you're going to ask me, as a resident of Upper West Side, you're going to ask me to edit that part out.
Mm-hmm. I think Jerry Seinfeld, he seems to always be in. Okay, my out, squatty potties.
Well, I agree, but I want to hear why.
Okay, first of all, aesthetically horrible. I don't want to. You look like you have a little kid's bathroom. I go to your nice,
and it's always
place.
Like
you have you lit candles. There's good scents. There's Aesop. The lights dim, and then I have to look at this $3 Amazon order of squatty. I have to think about how everyone's piss just dribbled on it. It's just a mass of dry piss on the squatty potty.
That is a great point. I wasn't thinking the aesthetics angle, Yeah. It's just like a very aesthetic clash. And it's always a fucking white plastic piece of shit that was made in a factory in China. Yeah. That doesn't match the Tekla Fabrics towel that you have.
Yeah, you do. Maybe Noguchi needs to get into the squatty potty game,
Yeah, very curvilinear.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they haven't done that.
A Nakashima original, maybe some raw stone with the smoothness.
Yeah.
Just be constipated.
I agree with you. Anytime that I've used a friend's bathroom and there's a squatty potty, I imagine them, positioned using it. I don't want to think about you shitting, with your knees up, hoisted up, so that your colon is pointed straight down, like an Olympic high diver.
I don't want to be thinking about Janet's colon right now.
You're telling on yourself when you have a squatty potty.
For sure. That you have IBS.
You have IBS and you care. You've probably looked through some subreddits, doing some comparing of product reviews. So we're out with squatty potties.
There's a reason we don't shit in a hole, okay?
It's fine, And doubly, it's kind of in. So who cares? You have little track marks on your briefs in 2025.
Yeah, it's
cool.
Fine.
Get with the program.
Don't even wipe. Wiping out. Wiping's also out.
Okay, so my next out is I think brands got to stop being authentic. Authenticity as a concept.
Uh-huh.
To me,
it is dead.
It's a paradox. I think every brand is striving for that in their messaging. Yet, I think, per our People's Princess Luigi, the American public, do not undermine their intellect. It's an impossible achievement for a brand to be authentic.
What is Wendy's authentic personality? Like, what does that even mean?
But you know what I'm saying, though, right? Like, every new brand that comes out, it's like we're striving for authenticity. Like, that's what we owe our success to is, we've cultivated a community and this brand speaks to that authenticity. It's like, no, it's fucking bullshit. Yeah, I'm done
every
with
time
that.
I see that, like Slavoj Žižek, I just imagine what he'd be like, this is the real ideology. This is how it functions, in which not only are you sold to, but you think that this is your friend.
We came up with this concept by going to Guangzhou, China, and going with the cheapest factory and underpaying a copywriter on Fiverr.
Yes.
And yeah, that's how we go.
This is the benevolent hand of capitalism.
That's authentic to me. You know.
That's authentic. Yeah, just be honest.
Yeah. So give it to me straight.
Be honest that you're desperately trying to cut corners.
Yeah.
Spotify, be honest. Don't try to pretend like you want to, curate the most, exciting and relevant artists and bring art and democratize it. No, just say.
Or don't even say it. Deceive me. I want to be duped.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Just
lie
say
to me.
You're trying to destroy the music industry.
Feed me the music. I don't care. I could not give a shit either way. I'm going to be on Roblox on my iPad.
Just fucking hook me up to the Apple Vision Pro until I die.
Okay.
Soylent Green style.
Yeah.
Okay, my out age gap discourse.
In terms of,
I think,
just like stop giving a fuck.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine with the age gap.
Wow.
I think intermezzo.
You're all about the word of the Constitution. It does not. It's not a living document. 18 and over, we're good, baby.
I think so. I think like I think people just accept. Harold and Maude. It's gonna be back to that intermezzo. The girlies hot book of the year. I think was an intentional plant in this idea. It was a conspiracy by the age gappers to put it in the vehicle of intermezzo to make it okay that we'll no longer love is love.
Interesting.
Love is
I might have
love.
to agree with you. Otessa Moshfegh is on Substack. Calling it 2 to 3 weeks from now, she's going to have a Substack essay in praise of big age gaps in relationships.
And it's going to be seen as a good thing. Actually, your wisdom. It's about mentor. We're bringing back, mentors in the Greek sense.
It's a return to what it means to be human. We're fighting against the AIification of our lives.
You know how all the like conservatives on Twitter, they love the classics. Let's bring back, Plato having a little lover, a male lover mentor who he mentors. A little pederasty. Why not?
Interesting. Okay, this is a nice transition. No, but this transitions well into what my first in for the new year is. I think we need more shame.
More shame.
Yeah, and the age cap discourse is an exercise in shame.
So,
yeah.
So we're in kind of a disagreement.
We're kind of in disagreement. I think we need
my out is in conflict with your in.
My in, yeah. My in is more shame. More shame. We need more kink shaming.
You think people are too comfortable?
It's gone overboard, man. I don't want to see any. There should not be content about BDSM. It's like, you know what? Keep that behind fucking closed doors. Like, I don't need to be violated just scrolling, looking at cat videos. Yeah, we've gone too far. We need more shaming. And you should feel bad.
You should feel bad. And who's gonna?
It's like, I think I'm just using king shame because it is the most crystallized and extreme use case
Keep
example.
Keep that shit at home, you little freak. That's what you want. That's what you want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just a conservative. We're slowly realizing that you're just a conservative.
I'm done hiding.
Yeah.
No,
don't be you. Wear a fucking suit to the opera, okay?
Yeah. You know what? Because it's in conjunction with peak therapy culture, how if you're empathetic enough, like nothing deserves judgment.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know what? Something
deserves judgment.
It,
Well, are you not supposed to then just shop around until you find the therapist who affirms your neuroses?
I mean, that is the current process, isn't it?
Like everything else, you just buy the therapy you want.
Yeah. The therapist actually had me question my behavior and my actions. I don't think it's a good vibe.
As someone so deeply full of shame about all my behavior and thoughts, I'm for this. I think more people need to join me in the feelings of shame.
Yeah,
shame is very Catholic, and that's in.
I mean, judging from the New York Times, just the drivel that they're putting out these days of like every profile is just like a street TikToker asking people about like, what's your fucking favorite candy bar? Yeah. We're all in agreement that that's not a real job, yet they succeed and they're making a lot of money. That's because we don't shame them enough.
Yes.
You should be embarrassed.
Well, I think this is generally like poptimism has succeeded completely, where just the notions, if you like it, then it's good. Let's not
Right.
shame people. If they're
It's not hurting anyone.
if they're 40 years old and they watch Thomas the Tank Engine and Bluey, if they think if they read Romanticy and study Taylor Swift at Harvard,
yeah.
and those things deserve shame.
Yeah.
But there's no judgment, which no judgment, like Planet Fitness,
You do
no
you.
judgment zone. Look where that's got us.
Yeah. So let's bring back shame for 2025.
Shame and judgment.
Except for age gap.
Except for that. That's allowed. No shame.
Okay. You have some ins prepared?
My in is Karens. Karens are in. I think we need an enforcer of the shame. We've derided the Karen. We've treated her like a malevolent figure. But I think we actually need someone to enforce the common space. To enforce the rules.
I disagree with
Like
you.
there was that video on Twitter where a Karen came and told someone that their dog isn't allowed there.
Yeah.
On the path, and they're like, "Oh, it's a service animal dog." Complete bullshit. Those 3 people have those. So, and they were obviously faking it. And we need the Karens who are brave enough to appear like assholes and maintain the rules that there should not, in fact, be dogs on the no dog path.
The risk delta is too high, Dan. When you have Karens, that comes with a lot of racial biases that are net negative.
No. I want a race blind application of the Karens. We should arm Karens of every race and creed and gender. Let them fly. Okay, I was on a crowded subway yesterday. Someone was just smoking. It was like peak sardine can packed, and a good dude just started smoking, and no one said anything because no one wants to be a Karen, right? We all just have to accept this. It's hard.
We don't have to accept it, Dan. You have to accept it.
I have
This
to,
is the
'cause we're all
conservative in me.
cowards.
Up your money.
We're
then.
all cowards.
Don't take the subway.
We're all cowards.
Up your money and take a Ubi poo.
No, I take the Uber
Take
pool.
a
Do those
Uber.
exist anymore?
Ubers?
Uber pools?
Uber pools? Yeah, Uber
In
pools
New York?
exist. Yeah.
Brought
Yeah.
them back.
Yeah. But, we're above the
And
age of
I'm a
30,
man.
so we don't do that
I'm
anymore.
a man of the people. I wish I would. Anytime I get the opportunity to be a Karen, I get excited.
That
You
gets
know
you a
what I
little hard.
Yeah, like when someone's in your seat in the movie theater, and you walk up to them, and, you're just so you can't wait to tell them they're an idiot. Like, oh, you can't do the alphabet. Oh, you're bad at numbers. Oh my god. Oh, that's so hard for you. How do you even wake up in the morning? And then you pretend, and then you apologize to them. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Even though they're the idiot. Like, oh, I'm so sorry this happened, that you sat in my seat and don't know how to look at your ticket.
Damn, Dan. You're just getting fucking pre-cum. Just the tiniest morsel of justice and power.
Yes, and power. I have no power in any other place in my life, so I need strangers to take it out on.
Okay, fine. So we need to return to shame, return to Karen's. So this is my final in for this upcoming year is eat the last piece.
Eat the last piece.
If there's like a last piece of, let's say it's pizza or if like a dessert, just fucking eat it. I hate the charade and I hate the dance of, oh, is anyone gonna eat? No, you take it. No, are you sure about that? Like the person who asks clearly wants it. So then just shut the fuck up and take it.
Oh, because they're trying to get credit.
Yeah. You want the credit while being just take it. Just take it.
Yeah, but then what about the shame thing where
You're actually doing you're doing a service for the entire table, for the entire party by taking it. Because it removes the guesswork. Mm-hmm. And
so just
take it.
take the lead, have some balls.
Fucking be selfish. Screw over artists.
Yeah.
Fucking implement AI. Just take the last piece.
We're 4 people and there are 5 pizza rolls.
Yeah.
Be the person who had 2.
Exactly.
Be that fucking guy.
Yeah. It's in
Or
line.
girl.
It's in line. It's if you want to be woo woo about it, manifest. Believe in yourself.
Manifest. Believe. Yeah, I agree. I'm very anal about splitting at restaurants because I'm always worried that someone will feel slighted.
Yeah.
Or that I'll feel slighted, really. It's really about me. But I come in with like an X-Acto blade.
I could tell that you get slighted because the admission that you just absolutely get off on the power trip of telling someone in a movie theater of all places.
I believe in justice.
That you probably, it sounds like you find yourself in a position in a group dinner where you're like, fuck, I didn't order any drinks, but guess we're splitting it down the
I
middle.
think that all the time.
And you're just fuming.
Yes, I don't say anything, and I will for the rest. It doesn't matter how much money I'll make.
Okay.
No, but then what you do is like, well, I guess I'm gonna order a bunch of appetizers because it's a race to the bottom when that happens.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
It's an arms race, not race to the bottom. It's an arms race when that happens. Everyone's
Yeah.
incentivized to order the most things, and you don't want it.
You don't want it.
But fucking Jeremy is getting an endive salad. I'm gonna get an endive salad too. Then why not?
Ever since you introduced me to the philosophy of objectivism and Ayn Rand's teachings, I'm just like,
Will to power.
fuck it. Just pick yourself up by the bootstraps and just fucking up your bag, and all your problems will be
To
saved.
2025, Elon Musk has just won. He's not even a citizen, and he's basically president. So and he just he's
But
the
leave
most.
us on a brighter note here, Dan. You have one last in for the new year, don't you?
I do have one last in.
Yeah.
Congestion pricing is
Fuck
in,
you.
baby.
I mean, it literally will be in.
And driving is out. Driving is out. I think for good.
That's
I
insane.
think it's Brian
man.
for the listeners. Brian,
I own a car.
on a
I
car,
drive it
He drives.
frequently.
He's one of the insane people who drives a car around New York. And
Uh,
starting January 5th, he's about to get fucked
yeah.
every
yeah.
time he comes in for a little experimental theater with Courtney Cox. He's gonna be like, "Fuck, is it worth an extra $9 to sit next to Matt LeBlanc at this art gallery?"
This is insane. It's insane to me that they are implementing this.
I'm
Like,
so sorry, you'll have to take the train, the dirty train, like everyone else, Brian.
okay, I'll let it be known. I was assaulted on the subway once. A homeless man fucking kicked
Wow,
me in the chest.
unhoused, Brian. Go back to your car. Go back to what
Yeah,
did he do?
another
Homeless-
thing. That's another thing that should be out. The word unhoused, just say homeless. And
Just-
the word partner, just fucking say
Yeah,
girlfriend or
I
boyfriend.
think that's back. I think that's over.
Um,
You were kicked by a homeless person?
It was kind of crazy. I was kicked by a homeless person.
What did you do?
I was fucking reading Severance by Ling Ma, which is, the light pink book that you'll find at McNally Jackson. I was just
Yeah.
minding my own business reading it, and then he kicked me.
Wow.
And this happened in Carroll Gardens, and it happened in front of a
Stop
group
Asian
of
hate.
Stop Asian Hate. That was very pro-Asian hate. Yeah, then he just fled without a trace. It was a very like
Wow.
that Luigi Mangione
Very
job.
Luigi.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that means you deserved it
Maybe I did deserve it.
as a member of the professional managerial class.
But this was.
I'm sorry that happened to
you don't have to apologize. It's fine. I'm here.
I
lived.
paid him to do it, so
It happened in front of a family of German tourists, and everyone asked me if I was okay, and I felt embarrassed. And my chest hurt so much.
shame is back, baby.
Shame's back, baby. You know what? I deserved it. I deserved it.
No, it's those things can happen, but I think the more people take the subway, the strength in numbers will persist.
Yeah, fair. But we know that to not be true.
No.
Yeah,
And as
everyone's
someone
unhinged.
who doesn't really drive, I think I can't wait.
You don't have a license?
I have a license, but I'm very bad at driving.
You're just you're a coward.
I born and raised in New York, and I never
someone
had.
who is
I never got my
so-
Malcolm Gladwell
for-
10,000 hours in.
You're very.
in
What do you
driving.
mean you're very bad at it? Think
I
of the
just-
lowest IQ person.
Yeah, but
in the world,
you
they
still have to
drive, too.
practice. You still have to feel comfortable behind the wheel of a car. And I have like once or twice a year an opportunity to drive when we go upstate to some stupid wedding, and and then what? And then I'm
Oh.
shitty at driving on the highway, and the people I'm with don't trust me because they're
So
like,
you're just
"Oh, you're a New
absolute
Yorker."
dead weight. You're just hitting the group
I'm
chat
really
up.
good.
Hey, is anyone heading up this Saturday? Mind scooping me up?
Dude, I play great podcasts. No one, I find deep cuts you didn't even know. Okay, this one's from Australia. He's like,
And it's like,
damn,
oh,
Dan's
God.
playing those Australian podcasts.
I would, but I don't know. Dan's gonna fucking play his bossa
Whatever,
nova
we're all
music
gonna
on the
be-
way up.
We have automated driving soon.
You're very
bossa
pro
nova.
Waymo. It's great.
Yeah, pro all gonna Waymo up, and then you'll all have wasted so much time getting good at driving. I've been practicing my podcast picking skills. I'm gonna fucking destroy you and everyone else when driving is done.
And in defense of AI,
It needs help.
no, my friends who work in AI, they say that humor is very hard to replicate and it's
Well, I
hard
guess
to
you'll
teach.
be Fine, Brian.
No, it just goes to show.
Hey.
It just goes to
Okay,
show that what we're
it's a
doing
joke
as
that you're not
comedians and
funny.
I am not funny. That's the funny.
You didn't even respond to my insult, which is worse.
Yeah. I'm kind of doing this anti-comedy thing where I'm being so unfunny in the medium. It's very Maurizio Catalan of me.
Very.
Of like that. I'm doing a performance of sorts. Yeah.
So what? So
To bring it all back, I'm doing the
last to
Jesse
go?
Eisenberg thing.
So you think we'll be last to go, comedians?
If anything, it just shows like, yeah, that's our value. Is it's hard to replicate by an AI. Therefore, we should be paid more than Sabrina Carpenter.
So music, art, those are fucking fake ass. Easy, solved.
Easy shit.
Chess, easy.
Exactly.
Done. If aerobic can do your job, you're not a real artist.
No.
Us and our dick jokes.
And our philosophizing.
Oh my God. Impossible to replicate.
Hey, don't ask Sam Altman, okay? He's making it. Don't ask me. I'm just relaying the message.
Maybe it's because the people who are coding it are the most humorless individuals in the United States.
That's probably more
The
like
most
it.
swagless,
But let me just believe in this.
marine layer on sneaker wearing people are not going to figure out how to nail an analogy.
Also, if you're listening, be nice to Dan in the comments about his style.
Hey, that was one comment. What the fuck? Damn. My own comedy partner
Yeah.
betraying me.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.